Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. I wanted to address something that I've heard on a regular basis that I think is really kind of an interesting comment that I think we can get some clarity on this. As we prepare for the All Black National Convention, I kind of knew what people were going to say. People were either going to be very excited about it, which most of the people were, and I'm glad you are, and I hope you'll come out and I hope you'll be a part of what we're doing because we're paying for it with our own money. It's very difficult to do this, by the way. And then you have what I call the Negro naysayers. So the Negro naysayers are the people who have a problem for every solution. So every time black people try to do something, every time somebody tries to contribute or build something, you got the Negro sitting in the back saying, "Well, that ain't shit. Y'all ain't doing nothing. It ain't gonna work. And why y'all just talking? Y'all just talking. You ain't doing no action. I'm tired of you. Y'all just talking." And what's interesting to me about the Negro naysayers is that number one, most Negro naysayers really aren't doing anything themselves. They aren't putting their own money up. They're not putting up their own time. They're not donating to nothing. They're not contributing time or energy to any initiative. They just like kind of sitting on the side throwing rocks, right? So you see Negro naysayers, a lot of them on my page. I love you, but you really need to check yourself in terms of figuring out what you're actually doing so you can actually come in with an understanding of how hard it is to do certain things. Number two, it really concerns me as a scholar, as a thinker, as a professor, whatever I am, it concerns me when people act like talking and sharing ideas is a waste of time. Anybody who thinks that you should go to battle without talking about it, without putting together a strategy, without making plans, is a fucking idiot. Excuse my French. They're just a complete idiot. That's the dumbest thing you can do. You don't go to battle without making a plan. You don't go to war without talking. You don't build a building without making some sort of architectural design so that you know what kind of building you want to build. So ultimately, anybody who knows anything about what we've tried to do understands that we are builders. We are people of action. If you take my class, you'll know that I talk to people about getting education, then knowledge, then wisdom, then action. Everything must be followed by action. So anybody who thinks that all we do is sit around and just talk and we don't do nothing, you obviously don't know enough about what we're doing. And you probably haven't built anything yourself because you're sitting there thinking that it's super easy to just put something in motion. There are projects that may seem tiny that literally cost millions of dollars to implement, that are very difficult to implement. And what I will say is this: when we come up with these great ideas and we push them out to the public, we get a lot of people to get behind us. But then we got the Negro naysayer who ain't got time to donate $5 to what we're doing or $10, but yet you just gave the white man $300 for some Jordans, or went to the club and dropped 200 to impress some girl that you don't even like, but you won't put $10, $15 towards something that's going to build your community. So ultimately, at the end of the day, I think the Negro naysayers, need to kind of think about what you're doing. I mean, look, what I can say is this. Everything that we've done, building the Black Business School cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now we have 30,000 students. We're educating black people on how to build businesses, how to build wealth, all kinds of stuff. It was hard as hell to do. The blackcommercenetwork.com. We're still losing money on that, but we have it set up so that black people can trade with each other. Black people that have businesses can help other black people who are looking to sell products so they can get an affiliate fee so that there's trade between black people. Blackcrowdfunders.com. That's another platform we've developed. Again, that costs us thousands of dollars, but we put it in motion to help black people raise money for their projects. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. There are lots of things. And in fact, if I had $10 million in my account right now, you will see me building brick and mortar schools. You will see me developing business incubators. You will see me putting up film studios to employ black people who are in this industry, as well as controlling media to putting things out. You will see me developing black-owned media outlets. You will see us doing a whole lot more stuff. The problem is that we got the Negro naysayers who are the first ones to tell you that talking, you need to do more than talking. You need to be building something, but they are the last ones to show up and support anything. So I'm not telling anybody to support nothing that we're doing. I'm not telling you to help in any way. If you don't see the vision, if you don't agree, if you don't like it, whatever, then fine. But I am saying stay the hell out the way. Just back up, move, go over there, go hang with the white folks. Go hang with other negative people who don't believe, because we're over here building, we're planting seeds for the next generation. And I didn't mean to use a cuss word earlier. I'm trying my best not to do that, but I had to do it. Some things that really piss me off, I can't hold it in. And this whole Negro naysayer thing is just something where I'm just kind of like, oh, this is weird that you have people who literally have built nothing who will complain because you're not building nothing, or they think you're not building nothing, when really they just haven't done their homework. Because if you know anything about what we do, I'm always talking about building. We're always building things. So anyway, that's it. If you're interested in knowing about the All Black National Convention, you can find out more. It's in Atlanta the weekend of September 16th. You can find out more at allblacknationalconvention.com. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. We just get confirmed David Banner's rolling through, as well as Zaza Ali and Judge Olu Stevens and Yvette Carnell and Killer Mike, and just all different kinds of people that have different perspectives. Madam President, Noble Langam Shali Moses, Urema Karama, Dr. Roosevelt Mitchell III. Lots of experts who can lend their expertise. Jay Morrison, who is one of the best, most amazing real estate experts out here, is coming through, and he runs the Jay Morrison Academy. He's teaching, and in fact, actually, those who, again, the Negro naysayers, maybe they can write this down. If you're one of those people, Jay and I have actually put together a plan to get lawyers and other people together, where we're actually going to do something that's pretty extraordinary in terms of building and fighting the gentrification problem. I can't talk about too much of this, but it's a great idea, and I told Jay I'm on board. We just got to work out the details. So don't think anybody. So this is for anybody who believes in what we're doing. When you hear the Negro naysayers pop out and say, "Oh, well, they all they doing is talking, and I'm not supporting it because all they doing is talking." Well, you know what? At some point, you have to talk, because that's where the teaching occurs. Anybody who doesn't think black people need teaching is out of their damn mind. There's a lot of teaching. You need to understand how white supremacy works. You need to understand how the American economic system works. You need to understand how cooperative economics works. You need to understand how wealth building and entrepreneurship works. You need to have a talk before you can build anything, because the talk is where I convince you that this is the battle that you may want to fight. So anyway, I just want to share this with anybody who's dealing with the Negro naysayers who are casting doubt in your mind. You're doing the right thing. You're planting seeds. Seeds take a long time to grow. So we're not going to have $10 trillion in 2 weeks. This ain't a get rich quick scheme. This is not something that's built to happen overnight. This is something that's supposed to happen over generations. This is something that's supposed to happen for your grandkids. You don't hustle for your first name like Dame says. Dame says this, and I agree with him. Dame says you don't hustle for your first name. You hustle for your last name, and that's one area we agree. You hustle for your last name. Think about what's going to be here 100 years from today. Don't think about what's going to be here tomorrow. After the convention's over, guess what? Black people still going to have problems. Black people still going to be struggling. Black people still going to have a whole mess to clean up. But we're going to be a little bit better off after that convention than we were before. And that's how you build great empires. You build on brick by brick by brick. So everybody pick up a brick, put a brick in the building, so you can say you were part of building something. Let the Negro naysayers sit to the side and sip ice cream cones with white people. That's probably what they want to do. So, all right, guys, well, I'm about to get out of here. I'll talk to you soon. You have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace.